Hello everyone and welcome to this Campus Channel Executive. I'm here with ESCP Business School and we're going to be talking about the MBA in International Management. In order to do so, I have the pleasure to welcome two guests of honor. The first one, the Associate Dean of this MBA, Laura Reyero, and one of her students, but a very important student, a student ambassador. She's called Hannah Robinson. They're both here to answer my questions, but first, let's start with the pitch. The corporate pitch. In order to introduce us to this MBA, you have, let's say, 2 minutes.
Okay, let's go. Let's start that the MBA in International Management is a new program within the oldest business school worldwide. It means that we have developed this new MBA in International Management like 5-6 years ago, but our school is over 200 years old. So this MBA has been created in the 21st century with the 21st century needs, sustainability, digitalization, social-oriented, with all the experience of a 200-years-old business school. This MBA is the most international MBA you can face because it is taken in all our different campuses. In ESCP, we have campuses, of course, in Paris, Madrid, Torino, London, Berlin, and Warsaw. And all our students, they have the opportunity to study in those campuses. Not only that, we have students around, it depends in each cohort, around 24 different nationalities. We have professors from something around 40 different nationalities, and the staff working in ESCP from something around 60 different nationalities. So we are international, we are diverse, we are sustainable, and we are digital.
All right, that's a big promise, big program today. How do I know first that I need to do an MBA?
Because you feel it. I mean, yeah.
So how do you feel it then?
You feel that you need to boost your career. You know, after 5-6 years experience, you may say, okay, I am good as I am with a, let's say, not very fast career, but I am happy. Or perhaps you have the feeling that you want to boost it, that you want to go a little bit faster than the average. In that moment, the best option is to join one MBA. Also, some people, they come to the MBA because they have a family business and they need to get credibility in the employees. So having one MBA empowers them. And some people join the MBA because they want to entrepreneur. And perhaps they are engineers or they have one technical background, but not a business background. So they feel they have to do the MBA. That's why I was telling you that the MBA is about feelings. You feel that you need something that helps you, that boosts you to achieve your objectives.
Is that how that happened for you, Hannah?
Yes, I absolutely agree. Exactly for me, I had 5-6 years of experience before this running my own business, working for my family business as well. And I was desperate to expand my horizons in a way that I couldn't do online or through YouTube or Google. I wanted to go to a credible university abroad, but specifically an MBA is something that is very, it takes you from one level to the next level in your career, and it's really the only thing that can give you a fully expansive view of the business world and the acumen and the skills and the expertise you need in order to up-level your career in any way.
And why ESCP then?
Why ESCP? Well,
yeah, I mean, that's your interview all over again.
And before I answer, I have to tell you, I looked, and I'm not kidding when I say this, I looked at every single MBA program in the world. There are ways to do that.
In the world?
In the world, and I took multiple quizzes and tests, and ESCP, I kept coming back to it over and over again because the #1 reason is the multinational cohort that you have, and you have people from all different backgrounds, all different expertise from all over the world that come together on all the different campuses. It's absolutely the most unique MBA in the world, and it's something that you cannot get in many countries like my own. I'm from the US, I'm from California. And you know, I really I wanted an MBA experience that was globally minded, that took in all the different types of business in the world, not just my own. I think that sets you apart as a business school is getting a very diverse view into the business world with the professors, the students, the curriculum.
Campus, online or hybrid, is it the same program for each formula?
Yeah, okay. In September 23, we are going to start with a new format. It means that students can choose among different options for studying the same MBA, because the content is going to be exactly the same. What is different is the way you get the content. You can be 100% on face-to-face. In that case, people will start in September, and they are going to be the whole cohort together in Paris till Christmas time. In Christmas time, they will go back on holiday, back home or whatever, and then in January, they can choose between London and Berlin. And they are going to be half of the cohort in one city, half of the cohort in the other one. And then, when it's that in May, June, they will choose the specializations. The specializations are going to take place in Madrid and Torino. So the face-to-face students, they are going to be in 3 different campuses. But in parallel, we are going to have the online MBA. The online MBA, that most part of the people is going to study it in one hybrid way. It means that perhaps you can start from September to December online, and then you can get one appointment with your company for months without salary or whatever, and then you come to campus. Or you do everything online, but you come to campus for the specializations. If you are online, you can do the MBA using 3 academical years, not only 1. Because the online version is for those people that they cannot quit their job, or for those people that they have one family. Mothers, because for many years we have mothers which are pregnant and they cannot move to Europe or they cannot leave their baby at home. So what we give is 100% flexibility. You can be online, you can be on site, you can use 1 year, you can use 3 years.
And you have 6 European campuses. Where is it better to start?
Okay, everyone is going to start in Paris, because we want, not because Paris is best, I mean, Paris is great, I am from Madrid and Madrid is also great, but because
Paris is the best, yeah.
Okay.
I'm joking, go ahead.
No, they are going to start all of them in Paris because, first, because ESCP has one French origin, it's from Paris. And second, because we want all the cohort to be together in the same campus, to build that spirit about belonging to one, because something that is important about one MBA is that one MBA is built over 3 legs. The business school, okay, ESCP is one of the best business schools worldwide, no problem about that. The program, okay, we are doing, we try to improve every year the program, but the 3rd leg are the students. Because the students, they are not going to learn only from professors. They learn in the debates, they learn in the case studies, they learn in the simulations. So for us, it's very important first to choose the best cohort that is not only the best students, it's the best group, the best team. And second, we want them to have that sense of belonging to that group, because this is the best way for their learning. I don't know what you think about that.
I was going to ask you, Hannah, so
agree.
how is the atmosphere?
Yeah.
Could you walk us through the first days and tell us how it was?
Yes, I have to agree with you. It's all about the students, because they're what make your entire experience and the entire program different, and different from other programs. Well, the first, I'll never forget the first day walking in and seeing everybody in the same room for the very first time, and seeing all the different nationalities that were being represented, and just talking to people from all over the world. And you know, now I've been in the program for most of it so far. I'm almost done, but I can confidently tell you that the people have made my experience, and you've done an excellent job choosing the students. I've learned so much from all of them. I've learned just as much from the professors as I have my fellow classmates, and we have come together with all of our different expertise and backgrounds and stories and business experience from all over the world, and it is so, it's completely, you can't put a price on it. It's just, you can't really get this anywhere else, where almost every nationality is represented. It's incredible.
So what elements matter the most to the jury during the admission process?
Okay, during the admission process, let's say that there are some elements that are necessary. You need to have 1 bachelor 3 years plus 3 years experience, or 1 master or 1 PhD. You need to be proficiency in English. Okay. But on top of that, we are looking for students with values. It's not only that they are the best from the best university worldwide. It's that it's people that they want to use all their knowledge to do things for the society. We want people that they are aware about the sustainability and they are concerned about that. We look for students that they like diversity, that they like one international approach. We are looking for students that we can be proud about them. I mean, students that they make the difference. And make the difference is not only making a lot of money in business, that's welcome, of course. It's also about helping the society to improve. That is what we look in the admission process. Not only the best ones, but the ones that we believe they can have one impact in the society.
Which advice would you give to a student watching right now? And all right, so it's about values, about like enhancing society. What did you say, for example? How did you prepare for it?
Well, I never heard this, I have to say. I never heard as a student that's applying, you don't know exactly what they're looking for. You think you know. But after you're saying that, I think I can think to all of my classmates, and they all have very unique but wonderful, strong values, and they want to make an impact on the world. And I think as a student applying, I would tell you that if you want to be a part of a group that is world-minded, that has a strong desire to change the world through business, whether it's your family business or corporate level, etc., make that known in your application, that your values are how you run your life and your business and what you want to deliver to the world after the program and during the program especially, and what you want to bring to the table is a unique impact. I think that's what everyone brings in the program. That's very cool you said that.
Thank you. I love to listen to that. No, because I mean, as I told you, the business school is what it is. The program, we improve it. But every year we have to choose the team. That, that we call the family.
Yeah, and we really are a family.
Because we are the MBA family.
Yeah.
And every year we start from scratch. So to select the best team, but I insist about team, not only about best students. To be able to have the best team, it's really complicated, and that stresses me so much.
Well, I know it's about the students, basically. They change every year. However, when it comes to the teachers, how have you selected them for this program?
Okay, for me it's quite easy. It's quite easy because we already have very high level of professors in ESCP. So it's just to choose the professors that better fit for the MBA profile. And sometimes we also include professors that are not in ESCP because they have one specialization or they have one business background and they may complement what we have at home. Let's say that the ESCP professors, they are very high ranked in research, they are really specialists. Some of them, they have business background, and all of them, they have a very international profile. ESCP has the best professors, and in the MBA, we try to get the best of the best.
As a student, I have to say, I'm very thankful for this, and I've had the opportunity of having some very incredible professors. A lot of them are, 10 times published authors. They've done a lot of research. They're very engaging. We're in the classroom for long hours, and I thoroughly enjoy learning from them, and we all respect them, and they have a very collaborative way of teaching, so they really involve class discussions and projects. And that's one thing that I was surprised by the program, and I'm really happy about, is it's not a lecture. It's more of a discussion.
Yeah.
We learn, but the way that we learn is extremely collaborative, like I said, and they involve a lot of different learning materials where you're not just sitting there. It's hands-on, it's interactive, it's involved, and it's fun.
Yeah. And I will add that most part of the faculty are in the MBA since the very beginning. So we have developed together, the professors and the people working in the MBA, we have developed everything to improve year after year. So the stability we have with professors is great for us.
And the professors even work together, they talk to make sure that the curriculum fits, and they enhance each other's curriculum. And a lot of the professors change campuses. So, my colleagues in Madrid have my same professor for strategic leadership that I do. And it's really nice because we're learning the same things with the same professors. So we're on the same page. And it's a very wonderful way to have the system run by the professors. So, yeah.
If we're talking about professors, we're talking about pedagogy as well. And you mentioned the consultancy project many times. Do you have any, visits in some prestigious companies? Do you work closely with companies during this program, Hannah?
So the company consultancy projects, I think, and I'm sure you agree, is the most unique thing about ESCP's business school, the MBA, because you get to work directly with two companies that could be of any scale. So for instance, my first semester I worked with a small business that now is growing all over the world. But I got to work directly with the CEO, the entire board of the chief of all the different chief of executive boards. And we got to, myself with 5 of my fellow classmates, got to launch a new business in the US that didn't exist before, and that was our doing, and we're about to see it happen. Whereas here in Paris, during the second semester, I have the opportunity to work with a very high-level luxury brand, which never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would get to be meeting with the grandson of the company. So the company consultancy projects are very cool because they're integrated with the courses and with all of the different things during the semester, but it's something extra that the school does to give you hands-on, real-world experience with a diverse team that they put you with 5 to 6 students, where you get to work with a company that needs a real need solved, and they do implement the problem that you put in, and it's an incredible experience.
So they are real companies with real problems.
Yes.
And the students, they work like if they were consultant for one semester or 3 weeks, it depends.
And we take it as seriously as we do any job. It's for us, we're working as well as studying.
Yeah, and every year, some of our students, they have job opportunities in those companies.
We mentioned the international aspect of this MBA. It's called MBA in International Management. We have mentioned the international cohorts. What else is international about this MBA?
Everything. When I say everything, I include professors, I include staff, I include alumni. We have one association of over 75,000 alumni that they are living in 140 different countries. And a lot of them, they are their mentors. When we say about international, it's about the simulations we use that most part of them have to do with international business or the case studies or even the consultancy projects. The consultancy projects, so many times, they are linked to international projects. So everything around us is international. And having most part of the students that are not European, and moving from one country to other means that in one point, no one is living at home.
This is very true. And one thing I have to say is, every day I feel like we could make the United Nations proud because every day I'm surrounded by a girl from Kenya, a boy from Colombia, a guy from India, and when she says everything is international, it's true. And I don't know how I don't know how well you have put the team together, or I say the family, but I can tell you it is far exceeded my expectations, and we really do feel like a family. And the program is as short or as long as you want to make it in the upcoming years, but you bond very quickly with your classmates because you have to rely on each other. No one is home. You're all living in different cities, different cultures. Some people have never been to Europe. Some people have only been to the major cities and are experiencing Madrid or London for the first time. And it is a beautiful thing that happens when you put a bunch of international students with like-minded personalities or like-minded goals, ambitions ahead with each other. And you're together every day working on the same projects, making such an impact on the company consultancy projects or just even a group assignment. There's something very magical that happens.
And I will say that not only things that are related to the MBA, it's also their personal lives. Because, in 10 months, some people get sick, someone may have one accident, they have problems with banks, because you cannot imagine how complicated it is to open bank accounts when you have non-European passports,
Yes.
So they are facing all those issues together, because the MBA is not only about the courses, it's about the personal experience. Yeah. And the personal experience includes to move from one country to other, to have to rent 2 different apartments, to open new bank accounts, to have new
roommate every year.
New roommate, yes.
Or every few months, and to make sure you get along with them, and you still want to be friends and colleagues at the same time.
Yeah.
So they are the family that we were speaking about, because they have to support each other.
All right.
And it's very engaging. The whole school is, the alumni especially, I'm very impressed with how active they are, and people really care about you in this program, and that's something that has really blown my mind, and I'm so grateful. Yeah.
All right, and we'll talk about the alumni, but right after the expert question. We mentioned the international aspect of it. International means flying, means plane, means going from countries to countries, and it could be like carbon footprint. So how does ESCP address those kind of problems when it comes to sustainability, when it comes to ethics, and how do they make it real? How do you have a positive impact?
Okay, it's a very long answer because it's a very complex question, as you imagine.
It's the expert's questions,
okay.
Obviously.
Let's say, if we go to carbon footprint, it's not only about traveling, but traveling is a huge impact. Now we have one sustainability department in which we are working together just to know how we can improve, let's say, how we can balance the international experience with everything that has to do with the carbon footprint. I am not one expert, so I am not going to tell you details. The only thing I can tell you is that we are aware about that incompatibility about being international and moving and the carbon footprint, and in a short time I will have one answer, how we are going to deal with that. If you speak about ethics, ethics is very important from us from the very beginning. And ethics is very complex in one international environment because ethics they have different point of views.
It's subjective, it's obviously.
So it's very complicated, and every year we face different problems we could never imagine we were going to face. And this is a very important part of the MBA, to face new problems because you realize that the ethical code may be different in different countries. And it does not mean that one is good, the other one is bad. It just means that it's different, and we need to live with that. And we need to manage to live with that without, let's say, escaping our rules, but without offending the other one that may have different rules.
Very clear. Hannah,
love that. Yeah.
Is it a generalist or a specialized program?
You know, I would say that it gives you a wonderful general view of the business world, but I think the most interesting thing about ESCP, the MBA program, is you get to specialize. So we get to do these specializations, these electives per se, where you can choose different courses you want to specialize in. So if you want to specialize in innovation and law, if you want to learn about family business, you get to go to those campuses and learn specifically about those topics. So, and also within the courses, you can choose to specialize on certain topics. So it's definitely general, but there is area for specialization within the general topic.
You have a class sponsor Cartier, sorry. Is it only for the one picking the luxury specialization?
No, it's for the whole MBA. Cartier provides us...
Cartier, the luxury brand?
Yes.
All right, just to make sure, to make that very clear.
Yeah, Cartier, the luxury brand, gives us a lot of opportunities, things that they are sponsoring us. With Cartier, we do a lot of projects, consultancy projects. Cartier also comes to speak with our students, so our students can see another thing that sometimes is difficult to balance, sustainability and luxury. Mm-hmm. Because we were speaking about sustainability and taking place, but also sustainability and luxury, they have a lot to do together. So they are exposed to that. Not only that, sometimes they have some job offers, and we meet them in one program that is called Meet the Leaders. And not only that, they offer us sometimes unique experience like concerts or gala events they do here in Paris.
They're always inviting us to things. They're very kind, yes. It's so fun to be a student and to be able to work with or even attend these events. It's Cartier, the luxury brand, is absolutely, they're so inclusive to the students, and they really care about what we think, and there's many opportunities to work for them, to intern for them, and I feel very lucky.
Are they offering jewels as well?
You know what, there was an event where we got to try on the jewels, and we got to try on the diamonds, but maybe after when we get jobs, we can go back and buy them.
Obviously, that's the idea behind it. So what are the main challenges of studying in this MBA for you? What has it been for you?
Main challenges?
Yes.
I think the main challenge is, when you're working with so many different nationalities, like Laura said, it's an amazing thing, but it's also a tricky thing because you have to understand, you have to be aware that people are coming from different backgrounds and different ethics and different cultural practices and standards. And so I think that is honestly the most difficult thing. It's the greatest thing and the most challenging thing is you have to learn, which is, I think, the best part of the program, you have to learn how to deal with people. I mean, you have to learn how to deal with someone who does business this way or has only done business that way, and you have to say, oh, well, let's talk about this person's point of view or how they do business. I think that's the most challenging thing. And then also relying on your classmates for help, because I don't specialize in certain things that they might specialize in, and when we put our heads together, and that's the great thing about the school, is a lot of it is group work and working with each other. And that's challenging sometimes, it is, but I also think that's the best thing.
And how much work does it take? How much work?
How much work does it take? It depends. It depends on.
Don't be shy. I'm sure it's going to be a lot.
It depends on what you come into the program with. So, as someone who came in with more of a marketing background and communications, I didn't have a lot of accounting background or corporate finance. So, whereas my consulting friends and my classmates do. So, in terms of work, a lot of it is group work, which I really appreciate. I was a little afraid of that beforehand, but it's actually, it keeps you accountable, and it simulates a real business practice or experience, a real company. And I would say it's a lot of work, but it's not too much work. We can still travel if we want to. We can still enjoy the cities that we're living in. I specifically chose this program because it's a very good balance between lifestyle and work. And while we are learning a lot and it's challenging, I really do appreciate that the school allows us the freedom to enjoy the cities that we're living in.
How is ESCP actually helping you balancing your personal life, your academic life, your working life for some?
Yeah, well, ESCP has a lot of opportunities for this, whether it's the career services, whether it's the well-being office. There's so many events and there's so many organizations that come together and offer many different ways to cope with personal things or business things or applying for jobs. I mean, you name it, they can help you. And the entire program is extremely supportive. If you're having a problem back home, the well-being office is right there by your side, calling your family with you, helping you out. We have therapists, we have gyms, we have a lot of, one of the best things is the school has so many connections with the local businesses, restaurants. The school is, I mean, it's your family. I mean, they take care of you, whatever you need, and they're there for you.
It's like a conciergerie from a
honestly, it's like a concierge. If you need housing, they help you with that.
I will add something, because one of the challenges for the students, on top of what you have said, Hannah, has to do with time management.
Yes.
Why? Because they have to study a lot. Thank you very much for saying that it was not too much, but I know that you study a lot. But
yeah, that's what I said.
As I told you, it's not only about learning, it's about experiences. And we offer them a lot of opportunities. The Cartier event, the regatta, we will speak later about the regatta. It's also about the consultancy projects. It's everything about career services. It's also about having time to spend with your new best friends that you meet here. So the only way to be able to face all the opportunities is with time management. So after this year, you optimize your time much better than before.
Absolutely, yes. That is a really good point, because it is, the program is as flexible. You can have it as long or short, but I chose one that was 10 months, and time management is key. And I really didn't appreciate time or have a good grasp on time before this program, and now I feel like the program honestly teaches you to prioritize what's important. Whether it's choosing to hang out with your classmates, studying for that exam, working on that group project. But the coolest thing is everyone is on the same page. We all support each other. We're all in it together. And so we're all learning time management. One of the most valuable lessons.
All right, that would be the soft skills that you've learned. Laura, what makes you a good associate dean?
What I know about my position is the passion I have for the MBA. If you tell me, okay, that I can choose any program in any business school, you can be sure that I would choose the MBA in ESCP. Because I love this program, I love the profile of the students in this program, I love everything I learn thanks to the program and the students, and the passion we have here and this sense of belonging is unique.
So Laura, how can you measure the measures or the efficiency of this MBA regarding companies? Because finding a job is something, but what makes it actually work?
I can give you some data. The first data could be that 97% of our students, they got the job they want within 3 months after the graduation. I can give you more data, that it's something around 90% of the students, they have a new job or in another country, or in another function, or both of them at the same time. And I can give you more data. Data that is not my data, that it's the rankings data. No one wants to speak about rankings. I want to speak about rankings. Why? Because we have done something incredible in rankings. The first time that we were ranked by the Financial Times, that is like the Bible. I mean, it's the best ranking.
The Oscar.
Yeah, it's the Oscar. First time we were ranked, that was a year ago, 2022, we had the 52 position worldwide, being the number 13 in Europe. That is one excellent position just for being ranked for the first time.
For first try, it's good.
Yeah, but this year it has been even best. In 2023, we have increased so much. In this moment, we have the position 27th worldwide, and we are the 8th best MBA in Europe. And take into account that our MBA is a new MBA.
Are you in contact with people from like previous promotions or with the alumni community? Have you ever talked to them? What are they doing now?
Absolutely. I think that's one of the nicest things about this program, and ESCP really encourages you to be in contact with the alumni. They're constantly inviting alumni to events. Alumni are hosting events. I've honestly been very impressed with how engaged they are. You can message them on LinkedIn and ask them, you know, what has your experience been like post-MBA? They all have responded. They all are eager to talk to you. They'll jump on a phone. They'll meet you for coffee if you're in the same city. No, it's a lovely alumni network, and they're extremely helpful to the current students. Yeah. And it's way more than I thought they would, but they really care to help you, whether it's just to understand something or to help you. A lot of my students, or a lot of my classmates, are already considering jobs with the companies of the alumni that they've been networking with and talking to. It's incredible.
Is there any difference between what you expected before and what actually happened once you've done it? I mean, you're not finished yet, but like...
Right, I'm almost finished, but in terms of what I thought about the program...
Yeah, like what surprised you the most, basically?
What surprised me the most? I will say, and I'm not just saying this because I'm on camera, but this has been one of the best years of my life, and it has far exceeded my expectations. And I'm still processing that because I really didn't think that I had high expectations, but this program is something that it's almost like an injection. And mine was shorter, it was 10 months, but you can have longer. I highly recommend going longer if you can. I don't want to end. But it's an injection of academic culture, incredible people from all over the world with multinational, global mindset in a setting where learning is encouraged, it's welcomed. I've never been in an environment where everyone's raising their hand, everyone wants to contribute to the class discussion, everyone wants to help each other out. We're not sick of each other. We spend all day together, and when I don't see them for 4 hours, I miss them. And that, to me, is kind of crazy, but the school itself it's this wonderful world, I want to say, of people who want to see you reach your dream career, and this is just an amazing stepping stone to get there. And we all know that this is temporary, and you know, whether you do a shorter program or a longer program, depending on your flexibility and your schedule and your family, it's something that you don't know the specialness until you're in the program. And I tell people that are unsure of which program to choose that if you want a program that gives you a very healthy balance of academic and a lifestyle balance, this is it. And ESCP encourages it and does a very good job of facilitating that. And it's all about the people in the program.
So it's about living the dream, but I'm sure the dream has a price.
Yes.
Do you offer any helps for students who need it?
Oh. Of course. We offer helps, we offer grants and scholarships, because if we want to have the best, sometimes we need to support them. I mean, because not always the best have money enough to pay that. So we have grants and scholarships till 15,000 euros. I mean, there are different levels, but the maximum one are in 15,000 euros. And not only that, we tell them how they can get loans. We help them in all the financial process.
Oh, right.
And there's specialized scholarships as well. For instance, for the Women in Leadership program, we have a scholarship.
Yeah.
We have scholarship for diversity.
Another for NGO.
Yes, exactly. From if you're from a specific country, they're all on the website, and they're very easy and accessible to see. And a lot of my classmates have scholarships. Most of us do, in fact. And
it matches ESCP values as well. Like when you mention ethics, sustainability,
Absolutely.
You have to show the example as well.
Yeah, because everything is about values. I mean, we want to build managers with values, not only with knowledge. Because knowledge without values may be very dangerous.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yes. I appreciate that.
All right, well, time flies. It's almost the end for the final word. the last words are like things we haven't said already, or maybe you want to emphasize on something we've already said, all right? What would be your conclusion, Hannah?
My conclusion is this program is for you if you want to be or experience something that is extremely unique to any other program or any other school out there in the world. You will be a part of a group, a family of people who really care about you and who want to support you. And you will be very surprised about who you meet along the way and how what you think you want to do in business and your career will change and honestly for the better. And you will have the entire school that is by your side, supporting you, backing you. And I look forward to being a part of the family for years to come.
Thank you for that. Laura?
Okay, as I told you, I feel really passion for this program. And the reason why I feel passion for this program belongs to ESCP. We select the best team of students every year. And we balance soft skills and hard skills. It's not only about knowledge, it's about how you apply that knowledge. We include a lot of activities that have to do with career services, coaching, mentoring, consultancy projects, and also social aspects. We have been in the regatta, visits to the Prado Museum, visits to concerts. So, after this program, you are not only a better manager, you are also a better person.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, and thanks to the two of you for answering all my questions. Basically, if you're looking not only for knowledges, but also for a new family and your brothers and sisters, it's at the MBA in International Management at ESCP Business School. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.